Hello everyone, Phantom here. Welcome to my Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail playthrough. If you want to see what I'm up to lately, you can find me on Twitch at the link in the description below. While you're down there, consider subscribing or liking. It helps me and my human more than you'd think. Enjoy the show. The nation of Tuliyollal. Being on solid ground has improved Wuklamat's mood. Her stomach appears to be lagging behind. Right then. First things first. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? I don't think so. Aha! We were wondering who these new strange folk were, so the third promise has found yourself some new followers then. Followers? Wuklamat, are you unwell? No, not at all. I couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick. No, sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was just about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. A group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance. But you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please don't ever worry or a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Wuklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in two groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me. Nali, you and Krau can come with me. I'll take the twins then. No problem. No problem, Gabe. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We haven't time enough for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wuklamat's toss subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. She's definitely seasick. Poor thing. Tuliyollal isn't going anywhere. Let's give Wuklamat a little more time. I'm fine now, really. I can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself, or with the contest looming and all. Now then, since we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Anvil already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see many big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay. Mostly small fishing boats or barges bearing cargo up and down the rivers from mainland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Dawntrail in the southern landmass. The plants there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, FFXIV should be our next stop. Lamont and Krell are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to pursue the quest objectives. Yes, I know about these. They're talking points. Points where you can talk to them. You can actually see them on the mini-map too, if there were any. There's not right now. I gotta say, this music is just freaking awesome. This is FFXIV, Tuliyollal's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish imported to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. I know. Jazz is so good. Oh, right. I should mention that here in Tuliyollal, we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu create. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept it here. There's also Wachimeki, another market to the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next, we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the staircase to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. So, funny thing, watching Meki got a funny response from a lot of the Japanese audience, because it sounded a little similar to Macho Muki Muki. Macho meaning macho, and Muki Muki meaning the sound effect of muscles squeaking as they're being flexed. Like, think Armstrong from why am I blanking on this? Fullmetal Alchemist. When he does his Armstrong family pose and flexes his muscles, that's the sound effect, the onomatopoeia, Muki Muki, of the muscles being flexed. So people started making the joke because they don't have words like this in Japanese, pretty much, except for onomatopoeias like that. So people were making the joke, it's Macho Muki Muki. At least it would be if the Mandervilles ran it. I heard that I heard that Happy tweeted Foxconn, one of the developers, a clip of him flexing and with the text Macho Muki Muki, and he almost instantly responded with an LOL. So that was hilarious. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have Aetherites in Tuliyollal? I think I told you before, but my brother, Koana, spent 3 years studying in Charlian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways, and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once, had one built immediately. Did you do the tuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the right side. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Dawntrail. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Postal on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Landsguard. Okay. And I did do the attuning thing. I even set it as a free destination and my home point right now because I'm going through the story. If I get knocked out, I want to respawn here. And I'll change that as time goes on, so I want to make it my free destination in case I set my home point somewhere else and I have to come back here. Ah, I see. That's why she said down and then back right. Ow, my legs. Here's the first one of those talking points. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Charging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. Understand now where Lv90 gets her endless endurance. Must be pretty hard with those short legs, Kryle. Gosh, this city's so jazzy. Zoka must have had a lot of fun writing this one. These names are going to be a thorn in my side the entire time. Ekwauya. Ekwauya Plaza. Okay. And the Ethernet thing lets me go to all the different places within the city. Here we are, Brightloom Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliyollal and preserving the peace. The Lance Guards are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zoral Jha took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Well, I haven't even managed to... Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Off now, at least they should be around to hear it too. Come on. It's time I showed you the Sky Gate. It's right at the end of... northern end of Telemarch. So this is Telemarch? Huh. Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yokhoi. Strictly speaking, Toral is actually two separate continents. Yoktoral, the southern lands of the mother, and Zaktoral, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago the two gods fought a titanic battle. When one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. Familiar sounding tile. I'm put in mind of the conflict between Heidelin and Zodiac. But getting back to Zaktoral, those lands are also part of the Tuliyollal nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Toral have been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled to the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I seem more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Crossing the bridge to Zaktoral requires a special travel path. Unfortunately, They won't issue any new permits until the rites of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm done serving. But until then, you'll just have to wait. I'll hold you to that. I have never broken my word. Once the throne is mine, that travel permit is yours. If beyond here... Huh. Must have covered half the city by now. Tuliyollal is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Oh wait, I want to see what she has to say. Tired from all this walking? Take a moment to rest and we'll continue the tour. Okay. Oh, that's right. I get coffers for different